Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel XAT turning problems into solutions. This is me Priyasha Das and today we'll be doing the 11th session on the RC practice. Hi Riya, hi Setu, good afternoon. Welcome to the session. Thanks for waiting. Okay, have you people actually gone through the RC? If not, if you did not get any chance, no problem in that. Just let me know. It's right there in the description box. You can just have a quick look over it, have a quick look over the questions as well, and give this passage a rating. I mean, why am I asking this to you? Like in the examination, if 50% importance lies on accuracy, on how well you understand the passage and answer it correctly, then 50% importance also lies on the fact that how are you picking up the right passage, because there are 4 to 5 things given to you and out of that you have to select only a few depending upon the time left in your hand. So make sure that you are good at selecting passages. Hi Shine, hi Ankit, good afternoon, welcome to the session. So yeah, so those who have not seen the passage yet, please get it from the description box right there. Open it in a different tab and have a quick look. I give you 1 minute to just scroll down the passage, understand the important words there, like what the passage is all about, and just have a look through the questions and tell me how much rating will you give it. Rating in the sense, just rate it in 3 terms. Is it a easy passage to pick, medium passage, or a difficult passage? So depending upon you are doing it in the round 1 or you are doing it in the round 2 or you are completely leaving it away. Hi Parth, good afternoon, welcome to the session. Yes Parth, actually tomorrow I won't be available, so that's why I'm conducting the RC today on Monday. That's why. Okay, 7. Oh, I did not tell you out of 1 to 10. So I just gave you 3 terms: easy to select, moderate, or difficult. Moderate is something you will do in the round 2 or will pay more attention to. Easy is something which you can just get started off and get started with the questions also. Or difficult in terms of you are thinking of leaving it completely or only trying 1 or 2 questions from it. हम इसे हम एक बार में करेंगे 2 क्वेश्चन स्किप अच्छा ओके Anu, good afternoon, welcome to the session. Moderate Riya, okay, say to 2 out of 5 means what? Just give me a term: easy, moderate, or difficult. फिर से आ गए हम politics पर. Yes Riya, but before I say anything about this passage, I want you people to give a judgment on it. What do you think about it? Hi Ajay. Easy passage, though options somewhat close. Nice reading. Nice reading. How to choose options smartly without passages. We will learn that also with practice only. Okay, easy. Hi Amritesh. Good afternoon. Okay, easy to moderate. Okay, Ankit. See, hi Jackie. Good afternoon. Welcome to the session. All right. So, yes, why am I asking you to do that? See, when it comes to any management examination, you people have to, like it's a compulsory mandate thing that your selection and your decision making procedure should be great. Now, have you ever thought that why XAT gives a different section of decision making but CAT does not give it in the question paper? So, does that mean that the people who are doing the who are doing MBA from IIMs are not the ones who are good at decision making, or they don't need people who are good at decision making? This is absolute rubbish. This is not like that. The thing is that when they actually check your decision making skills by giving you questions which you are not supposed to do all at a time, that means 100% is not required. That's why they have introduced this percentile term. Okay, 100% of the paper should be correct is never required in CAT examination. You know that very well, right? Hi Ashutosh, good afternoon. Hello Aman. मैम कैट में पूरा आरसी का पैसेज पढ़ना पड़ेगा क्या? हाँ, of course. There is no jumping japak here, Jackie. If you just jump here and there, it would be a problem. Okay, and you tried to solve it. Good. अंकित, VARC में consistency नहीं आ रहे हैं, क्या करें? Okay, VARC का VARC session में discuss करेंगे, but हाँ, VARC is purely upon practice. The more you practice, the more you do mistakes. You have to note down your mistakes. If you are feeling that, Ankit, that it's tremendously bad, like you are not able to improve, okay, see, fluctuation is okay. आज 5 out of 10 आया है, कल 7 out of 10 आया, फिर 3 out of 10 भी आ गया. This fluctuation is okay, but if you are feeling that you are not reaching the peak only, then you have to start noting down the answers which you have done wrong, and you have to keep revising it every week. Okay, at least for 2 months you have to keep doing this, and that would surely help you. Hi Sanket, good afternoon. Welcome to the session. Third question is out of my scope. Okay. Path, can you go to LPU for MBA? If yes, then which exam should you go? LPU, Lovely Professional University, you mean, Path? It's a private institution, so I don't know. I think it will take CAT marks for sure. Every private institution takes CAT's marks, and I don't think they conduct their own exam by any chance. ओके, बिना पैसेज पढ़े आंसर सही करने की क्लास हमें संकेत से लेनी पड़ेगी. ओके, फॉर दैट क्विज यू आर सेइंग, रिया? ऑलराइट. Okay, okay, fine then. Now listen, let's get started with the passage. And why I asked you to do that, just because in the beginning I told that 50% of your thing is dependent upon which passage are you choosing, and 50% if you are doing that right or wrong. So management is all about deciding which is more profitable, which will require lesser efforts and give more profit to us. Okay, okay. Okay, Sanket, fine. Possibly yes, Jaideep, but it depends upon two more factors. First factor, that if you are willing to give the CAT or any other MBA examination in the next year or not, that means you have such a suitable environment or not. That means people have certain conditions at their home and in their, you know, you can call various factors into it, financial or pure, any kind of family pressure or anything like that. If everything is suitable and you can give the exam next year also, you should try again, and depending upon your last year score as well. So if you tell that, it will be better to decide. Okay, fine. Now, so yes, so you people decided it absolutely right. See, this passage looks like a political passage, and trust me, Beena, creating mocks for you people, I have seen this thing, that people, whenever they see political passages, half of their energy goes down. Okay. Yeah, please. Okay, Aman, I'm starting, don't worry. So the moment people see political passages, their energy goes down, and that is the place where 50%, or you can say 55% people will be like, और एक बार ये वाली फीलिंग आ गई, तो फिर आप चाहकर भी कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ करोगे ही, ना चाहकर भी, I mean. So here this passage though looks a political passage, but the moment you scroll down and you have a look on the questions, just read and classify the questions. Okay, please understand this. Classify it into two categories. Either it is a fact based or a inference based. This ratio will help you to decide whether the passage is, worth your time or not. All right. So let's see the first question. Why does the author talk about Nelson Mandela and India's involvement with the African National Congress? Why? The meaning of why is what? Wait, we are not discussing answers, Setu. Why means, is it a fact-based question or is it an inference-based question? Of course, looks like a fact-based question because there's a direct question, right? It's a direct fact-based question. So, F. Fine, 1 out of 6, F. Question number 2, why? Again, why does the author excuse the ill treatment of Indians settled in Africa by Idi Amin Dada? Okay, that's also a fact-based question. 2 out of 6 are fact-based. Okay, now coming to the third question. Again a why. Why does the author talk about school curriculum and textbooks? So see this if you look at the passage, you would realize that this can be slightly inference based also, because there is a because kind of thing, like why is he talking about it. There can be fact plus inference, but still you can consider it as F plus I or more of a F based question. Again fact, okay, 3 fact questions. Now, which one of the following is not an argument made in favor of the abusers involved in Greater Noida incident? The arguments are given to you, that means they are given in the passage also. Which one of the following argument is not given in the passage? That means again a fact based question. See, the reason I came up with this RC was to tell you people how to choose it wisely. अगेन अ फैक्ट बेस्ड. डोंट से दैट मैम आर्ग्यूमेंट है तो क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग होगा, बिल्कुल ही नहीं, यहाँ पे कोई क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग नहीं है. दे हैव गिवन यू 3 एग्जांपल्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट इन द पैसेज एंड 1 एग्जांपल व्हिच इज नॉट. Again a fact based question, 4 out of 6, a very big number. Question number 5. Why would China and Pakistan be happy to see the growing distance between India and Africa? Again the answer will straight away be in the passage. 5 out of 6 fact-based questions. Question number 6. Which of the following is the main point the author is trying to make in the passage? Chalo. Finally, we can say something I got out of inference. Okay, something, the main point, central idea, inference-based question. Imagine 5 out of 6 questions are fact-based. करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए? Ankit, for the 5th one, don't worry, when you will read the passage, you will understand. अगर आपको लगता भी है ना, चलो आपके लिए मैंने लिख भी दिया कि थोड़ा fact, थोड़ा inference based हो सकता है, क्योंकि हमने passage नहीं पढ़ा, right? So if you haven't read the passage, let's keep it that way also. Still, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6 questions coming straight away from a fact that is already given to you in the question, I mean passage. Isn't it worth your time? Of course it is. जहाँ पर कोई भी कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा आपको डिसाइड करने में which option to choose. Okay, so now we will get started off with our passage. All right. I have mentioned this several times. I think this is Jaideep, right? So I have mentioned this several times that in this particular case, you can just go through the questions, not the options. Please do not go through the options. Just have a quick look through the questions. But the moment you realize the question is an inference based question, please don't read the options, or please don't read it in such a way like you will be distracted by the keywords, because in the inference based questions like main idea, central theme, a view of the author, in these type of questions, if you just stick to the if you read the options, you will be opinionated, you will be biased, you will start looking for the keywords already mentioned in the options, and that can distract you from the right answer. Okay. Of course, Parth, we will surely go for fact-based questions. Fact-based questions are your marks multiplier. Always remember, in the verbal section, this is your marks multiplier. So please never ever leave that at any cost. Okay. All right. So let us start with reading the passage carefully. So starting with the first paragraph, it's a huge one. So we will try to filter out as many informations as we can, and I'll go a little fast in this one, okay? India and Africa have long had a symbiotic and a very close relationship. Long, I mean from a very long time. India was consistent in backing the freedom movement across the African continent. What is this? Is it an example? Is it an example or a proof of the first line? The first line is a fact or a statement given to you, and whatever comes next is a proof that whatever is mentioned in the first line is true. Okay, so how is it true? Because India was consistent in backing freedom movements across African continent, be it in Algeria or Kenya, not important, at a time when Nelson Mandela, so we have an example of Nelson Mandela and his jailing, sending him to the Robben Island as a criminal. It was India which stepped forward to assist the ANC, that's African National Congress, and to ensure that it was given representation as an honored member of the diplomatic colony of New Delhi. So when he got jail, okay, he was sent to jail, Nelson Mandela, it was India who supported Africa in some way or the other. In which way it supported, not important. Okay, all these are what? These are examples, or these are some facts and figures which will help us to substantiate our statement in the first line. Okay, now comes the next one. Certainly, there have been episodes where the dictators in Africa behaved in a reprehensible manner towards those who had settled in their countries from India. Oh, so there have been episodes where the people in Africa, the dictators of Africa, were not behaving nicely with the people who came to their countries from India. Next. The worst example being that of Idi Amin Dada. This, who is he? He is a dictator of Africa, the monster who destroyed so much of the normal life in Uganda. However is just like a structured word. Okay, one important thing, there was a message in Telegram I got, so I just wanted to tell you people, those who will be watching it in the recorded sessions also, this is for you people as well and for the live ones as well. If at any point of time you feel that you need to know the basics of RCs, or you need to know why and where to concentrate in an RC, see, the old videos are not getting old. It's just like, good rice or good wine. With time, it is just getting aged and in a better way. Okay, so don't think that it was uploaded 1 year or 6 months back, so it is of no use right now. You can anytime go back to those golden rule of RC videos and have a look through it. Okay, just go through it. There are simple examples given, but those examples will really help you to filter out a lot of information from such lengthy passages. So feel free to do that. Yes, Path, old is gold. Okay, feel free to do that at any point of time. In whenever you give a mock, see, in 1 month or so, you people will be starting giving full length mocks. So in those mocks, if you are feeling that somewhere or the other we are not able to get our accuracy in RC or something, or if you want to do a revision of your concepts, you can surely go and visit those. Okay. Yeah, Setu. Okay, now coming down to this one, where was I? So we gave an example of this dictator who made life, who destroyed so much of the normal life in Uganda. However, his own people were by far the more numerous victims of the crazed strongman. That means he did not do only bad to the Indians, but also to his own citizens, who was finally removed from power, but who was unable to escape the accountability of his crimes as a consequence of the generosity shown by the kingdom of Saudi Arabia towards the former dictator. ये सऊदी अरेबिया को हमेशा बीच में आने की प्रॉब्लम है. However, in the most developed economy in Africa, South Africa, the Indian community was active in the movement to free the country from the control of racists, which is why they have since been given an honored place in the post-apartheid era. You know what is apartheid? The racism era. Apartheid is a condition where racism is at its peak. Okay, apartheid era. So what is it all about? If I just want to tell you a important line from the entire first paragraph, it's just the first line, that in the past, India and Africa really had a good relationship. And whatever came from the second line to the last line of the first paragraph is nothing but just proof of what is mentioned in the first line. Examples, filled with examples. Okay, so what will I write it down in my RC session 1? Okay, I'll write for the first paragraph, first line is important, others are examples and proofs. Okay, next, what will I write? Whose example I have kept here? Nelson Mandela. So I will write NM, and Idi Amin Dada IAD. Okay, so that's how you can. अब आपको मैं ये भी दिखा देती हूँ कि आपको कैसे नोट्स को छोटा छोटा बनाना है. NM example and IDA ही था ना, I forgot his name, IAD था. So let's write it down like IAD, dictator example. Okay, बस दैट्स ऑल, दैट्स द एंटायर टेक अवे फ्रॉम दिस पैसेज. पुतिन को बोलना पड़ेगा सऊदी अरेबिया को साइड करने के लिए. हाँ अंकित, आज उसको मैसेज कर देना, ठीक है. All right, we will move to the second paragraph. Over and over, India and Africa have been on the same page. Now again, what is this? We will soon be having a session on FIJs. Okay, ये directly CAT में नहीं आता, most probably directly XAT में भी नहीं आता, but it comes directly in the OMETs. And FIJ's understanding is important for your critical reasoning questions. Fact, inference, judgment. So tell me, this line is a fact, this line is a inference, or this line is a judgment? Everyone quickly, come on, this is a quick question for you people. Over and over, India and Africa have been on the same page. If a person is saying this line, is he giving an opinion, that is a judgment? Is he giving an inference, or is he giving a fact? या मैंने बोला ना ओमेट्स में आता है जयदीप, दैट्स व्हाई. अमृतेश inference, सेतु inference, अजय this line is positive neutral, okay very good. Opinion, okay. fact तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है. come on पार्थ, रिया, अविनाश, कैसे fact कैसे हो गया? fact कहाँ है? fact is what comes next. that means जैसे कि take an, oh 1 minute, take an example of this. दिस इज रिटन, दिस इज गिवन, एंड उसके बाद ये सारी चीजें फैक्ट्स है. द फैक्ट्स विच सपोर्ट द जजमेंट. ऑथर ने अपना ओपिनियन रखा, अपना जजमेंट रखा दैट इंडिया एंड अफ्रीका हैव अ लॉन्ग सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप, और उसके बाद फैक्ट्स ने उसको सपोर्ट किया. ओके, सो फर्स्ट हियर टेल मी इफ इट इज अ जजमेंट और इफ इट इज अ इन्फरेंस. हमने इसे किसी चीज से इन्फर किया. We found out over and over India and Africa have been on the same page. Over and over they have been on the same page. This is not a judgment. Remember, this is not a judgment. अगर कोई ये बात बोल रहा है कि if two people or two things are on a same page, this is not a judgment. This is based out of a inference, right? So author ने infer किया. Of course, this line comes in the second paragraph. This line is related to whatever is written at the top. So ये सब कुछ डिस्कस करने के बाद author has inferred it. I'll give you some keywords. ठीक है, अभी नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि सेशन लंबा हो जाएगा. But I will give you some keywords and some tricks which will help you to identify the difference between FIJs. Okay. But right now remember, this is inference. Fine. Those who said inference, that's correct. However, the little of such shared history and objectives has found its way into the school textbooks in India. Has found its way? Little of such, yeah, little of such has found its way. That means we are not aware of this friendship between India and Africa, and people at school or students at school are very little taught about this. Fine. Now, had at least a few of those who roughed up our welcome and valued guests from Africa understood the extent of common history between Africa and India, they may have hesitated before resorting to violence against the innocent individuals from a continent destined for greatness in the 21st century. ये सब क्या हो गया? The first few lines says that even though a lot of common history is shared between India and Africa, students in the schools are still unaware of it. It has not reached their textbooks. Okay, had at least a few of those who roughed up our welcome and valued guests from Africa understood the extent of the common history. That means, see, they are talking about an incident which was roughed up, which did not went so well between, okay, our valued and valued guests from Africa. They did not understand the extent of common history between India and Africa. They did not take the old relationship, they did not give it much attention, much you can say importance, and they may have hesitated before resorting to violence against individuals, innocent individuals from a continent which is designed for greatness in 21st century. Which continent are we talking here about? Africa or India? Yeah, Ajay. This line said by the author, can we infer this? Yes, yes, from the first paragraph, Ajay. This is in relation to the first paragraph, no? That's why. Tell me, which country is destined for greatness in the 21st century, Africa or India? I mean, our Indian, it's not a continent, of course. Africa, very good, very nice. So, what is the takeaway? We will just see, this is not at all important, okay? We will just put up our important line here in the second paragraph that we are having a common history, but this common history of India and Africa is not taught in schools. Wow, one liner. One liner for our second paragraph. Now let's move to the third paragraph quickly. All right. It needs to be probed as to whether there was any outside motivation for the attacks on Africans in Greater Noida. Okay, I'll reveal something when I'll be taking you through the last paragraph. Okay, last paragraph में कुछ ऐसा है in which you can guess when was this passage written. I mean, when was this article written, or is it a present time article or a old article? Okay, but right now concentrate on the third paragraph. So there were some attacks made on Africans in Greater Noida, and we are talking about that there was some outside motivation for the attacks. Who were the ringleaders? Question from the author. What were their contacts? For these degenerates have given a diplomatic windfall to Pakistan and China, two countries that will be delighted to see a growing distance between India and Africa. There was a question related to the same, right? And that was a fact based question also. Ah, Setu, very nice. That's good. Okay, so for Ajay, we'll have a nice feature. See, we have a nice feature on this app. Okay, so we will use this feature. Anyway, see, you should know the meaning of degenerate. Should not ask this to me. Fine. But anyways, if you have asked, we'll give you the full Oxford Dictionary definition. Degenerate is an adjective that means having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal and desirable. Okay, or better way you can say showing evidence of decline. Degenerate form from a higher civilization, things like that. Degraded, corrupt, vitilated, these are all different terms. You should know this. D always refers to something negative. So even if you don't know the meaning of certain words in RCs, do not wait for them. Try to construct its meaning on your own through the sentence. Okay, so degenerate have given diplomatic windfall. Okay, so Pakistan and China are the two countries who will be super happy if there are not so good relations between India and Africa, or there's a distance between India and Africa. Indeed, it would be fitting if the ISI terrorist group were to award the ringleaders of the Greater Noida outrage some token of appreciation for the way in which they have harmed the interests of India by creating the misperception in Africa that the people of this country are hostile to Africans. Okay, one personal advice, please keep reading. Okay, I accept the fact that I am no longer doing current affairs with you people. Sorry, I will surely do it, okay, when the exam approaches, but you on a personal basis, please keep doing it. And I can thank Baba also, who is constantly posting important informations in the Telegram group related to current affairs and static GK. This is very important thing. Yeah, yes, raw and ISI. Okay, I read it ISIS. No, okay. So, right there, it's very important for the current affairs, okay, for you people to be in the current affairs, because see, right now they have not given a definition of what ISI is, but just like we know ISIS and raw, okay, ISI and raw. So we need to know these few terms. This is something which they think that is something which should be known to everyone, okay. So that's why be in touch with it. Do not think that only working on quants, verbal and Your DILR will help you through the CAT. Okay, so continuing with the same, that what they are saying is that ISI is plotting and planning something, okay, and these kind of violent activities are making African things that Indians do not like Africans. Okay, misperception. There have been several marriages between Indians and Africans, and the overwhelming bulk of these are happy and permanent. Indians and Africans live together in the communities across both the sides of the Indian Ocean. Indeed, any contact with the Africans would convince citizens of India, oh my god, that's the last paragraph, would convince the citizens of India of the warmth and the friendliness of people of that continent. So, half the way we understood that two hostile neighbors of ours are planning to just keep the relations of India and Africa real term bad. But India is constantly trying to, maintain the good relationship which it had with Africa. That's the only takeaway. Okay. However, okay, certainly there are episodes where okay, these are again examples. Please here remember that these are examples, but you can't leave these examples. Why? Because we just now saw that so many questions are fact based questions, and when so many questions are fact based questions, kahan se aayenge facts? Examples se hi aayenge. So you have to note them down or else remember them. Example number 1, what are the episodes which are causing some differences? Okay, let me just first quickly write down before I forget that the third paragraph says that Pakistan and China are trying to distance India and Africa. Okay, fine. Now, examples of misperception and I'll be writing that at the bottom. Let me just go back to my passage and find that out. Number 1, certainly there are episodes where loud music is played, annoying the neighborhood. Okay, however, it's not only the Africans who sometimes love loud music, but Europeans and Indians do as well. तो ये सब क्या है? ये सब बस बहाने हैं, बहाने. Like how are they trying to figure out that Indians and Africans are not good friends? कि कुछ इंडियंस ने आके बोल दिया कि ये अफ्रीकन है ना, ये बहुत लाउड म्यूजिक सुनते हैं, और उन्होंने कंप्लेन कर दिया. बट हाउ इज द ऑथर ट्राइंग टू rationalize this thing? By saying that no, it's not always only the Africans, it can be the Europeans and the Indians as well who love loud music. Okay, so loud music is one factor. Another factor is instances when ultra loud music gets played indoors are legion. Okay, and almost all such cases involve citizens of this country also. So here we are again talking about what? We are again talking about the case that again where ultra loud music is heard. Okay, lots of, you can say, too much. Lesion means too much. Okay, so when too much of music is played, so people start blaming it on Africans, but that's not the case. It involves citizens of this country, that means India also. As for narcotics, okay, now we are going down into drugs. Okay, so as for narcotics, it is ridiculous to blame Africans for growing incidents of drug abuse in several cities. Almost the entire industry is in the hands of people from India. And what is needed is a policy that segregates the soft drugs and the hard drugs and focuses on the latter. Latter means the second one. Former means the first one. This is general English. Okay. The way several other countries have succeeded in doing. That means the author is trying to say that it is ridiculous to blame Africans for increasing the drug usage in our Indian states. Okay, because what the country should, or the government should actually do, is trying to segregate between hard and soft and start working on the hard drugs, and find out how several other countries have succeeded in bringing this number down. Other charges used to defend those guilty of assaulting Africans are equally absurd. In that way, place the blame for certain evils exclusively at the door of those from a continent important to the future of India. So what are they trying to say here? They are trying to say that Africans पर झूठ मूठ के ऐसे charges और blames लगाना बंद कर दो, because Africa is a country which is important to the future of India. Now comes the last line of this passage, which will help you to understand ये passage कब का है. Setu is saying the passage is around 2017 to 18. Any guesses, others? Both Sushma Swaraj and Rajnath Singh need to work together to ensure security and safety of the African community in India. So the last paragraph is basically, see what are the different reasons. Loud music is one such, drug usage is another, and certain evils like evil activities, they are blaming it upon Africans. 1819 says Avinash. Okay, Sushma Swaraj passed away in 2019 only, no? Heart attack was the reason. Yeah, Ajay, correct. 1920. Sushma Swaraj was not there in the duration of 20. Okay, so 18, 19, 17, 18, common kya hai? 18. So this is a 2018 passage. This is not a 2018 exact CAT passage, but it is a all India mock of career launcher. Career launcher. All India mock of career launcher 2018 set. And this was very much in news because a very similar passage came up in the examination also, इसलिए ये उठाया. And this one actually was a very special RC, because I wanted to bring this RC in front of you, because it's not always that political wala hype, that political passages are gande, very bad, very lengthy, very difficult to understand. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You have to read it, you have to then make a decision. Okay, so now we are going to get started with the questions. Okay, one second, I have written all of them. Okay, India should try to protect Africans in India. That's all. Such a small takeaway from the passage. And here's the passage for you. Now I'm gonna keep the question number 1 on the screen, and you people are going to answer. Oh, you were in Delhi only that time, Setu. Okay, good. Okay, now please quickly tell me what will be your answers for the first question, and be fair, okay? No changing of answers. I've already explained the passage, so I expect you people to give me the correct answers for this passage. Tejaswini. Jaideep, not really for a inference based question, somewhat yes for a fact based question. So if you are planning to like this one, these questions are fact based questions, so keywords will help you, but it will be of no use if you are taking a inference based question like main idea, things like that. Okay, so many B's. Are you people really like serious? And yeah, please don't forget to like the stream. Look at your number now and look at the likes. Like kar do yaar. What's the big deal in that? It's free of cost, you know that. Okay, why does the author talk about Nelson Mandela and India's involvement with the African National Congress? Okay, B, C, D are the 3 answers I got. Setu has retracted his message. So sad. Jack. Okay, that means Jaideep is saying C. Amritesh C, Aman C, Ajay D, Parth D, G is Ankit, no, Ankit D, G is B, Ashutosh B, Setu Riya B, Amritesh B, Tejaswini. Okay, इसमें तो सारे ठीक लग रहे हैं. Okay, question number 1. I mean option number 1 for question number 1. See, to show how India has played the other nations in their time of need, helped the other nations का कोई example नहीं given है. Option A is wrong. Okay, Setu, you're being honest. All right. Option B. To show how India has always fought against racism and dictatorship. Which country In all the countries it has fought against racism and dictatorship. Okay, Anu. ऑप्शन सी को थोड़ा और एनालाइज करते हैं, ऑप्शन बी को होल्ड पर रखकर. To show that India and Africa have shared goodwill in the past. What did I write in the notes? First line is important, others are examples and proofs. What was the first line? That India and Africa have shared a good past. OOS? सेतु? शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी लॉस हो गया क्या? India and Africa have long had a symbiotic and very close relationship. How can you call it OOS? My goodness. Okay, इसको भी हम लोग होल्ड पे रखेंगे because this is the first line of the first paragraph. Okay. Option D. To show that India and Africa have faced the same kind of problems. बिल्कुल ही नहीं, कोई problem same नहीं थी हमारी. Okay. Fine. Okay. See then. Okay. So now this is shifting you people from CAT to XAT. CAT में decision making नहीं आता है, जो लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं, तो this is your decision making question. Okay. Make a decision. Option B is more correct or option C is more correct. Here we are not clear with the fact that India is fighting against racism and dictatorship in which countries. In this passage we are only talking about Africa, but this option is not giving me a statement where I can be very 100% sure, very much 100% sure that this is Africa only. So this goes away and this stays. Option C is the correct answer. Please remember, I told you in the last session also, NPA, nearest perfect answer. Always apply this, because don't think that they will not give you a decision making question in CAT. They will give you. Okay. So answer is option C for the first question. You those who got it right can give themselves scores accordingly, 1 point. We'll move to the second question now quickly. Why does the author excuse the ill treatment of Indians settled in Africa by Idi Amin Dada? This is a full-fledged first paragraph fact based question. डायरेक्टली ये फैक्ट लिखा था कि क्यों प्रॉब्लम में नहीं है या फिर कोई क्यों बैड नहीं सोचता इसके बारे में. ओके, अंकित बी, अजय डी. वन ऑफ यू इज दैट्स जस्ट लाइक मेकिंग अ 50-50. अमृतेश बी. ओके, इतना क्या सोचना फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में, इतना क्या सोचना. Aman 2, B. Okay. Setu D. Jaideep A. Tejaswini B. Riya B. Okay. So excusing the ill treatment of a dictator can never be the reason because he is a dictator. So Setu. Adi Amin Dada was a dictator and the people of Africa did not support his policies cannot be an excuse to the ill treatment of Indians. Anu B. Setu. Misclick या mistype. Okay. Avinash B. Ashutosh B. Riya B. Setu sorry B. अच्छा sorry B तो कहीं दिख नहीं रहा है सेतु. A B C दिख रहे हैं. All right. Question option C now. Option C, it is because the victimization of India settled got involved. No. A few incidents of racism should not overshadow someone's relationship. Of course not. This is my correct answer. Why? Because he was a dictator who has victimized his own people. So therefore, because he was victimizing his own people also, तो India को भी कर दिया, तो that's why it's an excuse. वरना सिर्फ अगर सिर्फ and only Indians were subjected to this cruelty, then there would have been no excuse. So that makes the answer as B. Easy, pure easy question. All right, give yourself 1 point. Okay, nice. Now comes the third question. Now you people decide whether it is fact plus inference or just fact. अब तो passage पढ़ लिया है, so you can find that out. Why does the author talk about the school curriculum and textbooks? Why is he talking about it? Why at all is he talking about it? First passage is talking about long-term relation, na? Yes, Jaideep. कि लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशन मतलब पास्ट से इंडिया अफ्रीका काफी अच्छा रिलेशन रख रहा है. तो डज दैट अफेक्ट एनी ऑफ द आंसर्स हियर जयदीप? टेल मी. Yes, Tejaswini. Avinash A, Aman A, Ankit A, Riya A, Amritesh A, Jaideep A, सेतु ए. अब इतनी अच्छी मेजॉरिटी है तो फिर बोलना तो पड़ेगा. अनु जीज ए. वाओ वाओ. Thanks for saving my energy to explain this question. Very good, Ajay. Okay, Tejaswini. So, to explain that people of India are unaware of the shared history between India and Africa, that's the reason why reason why author came up with this thing. Wow, you people are very. So this is not inference based. Ankit बोल रहा था ना inference based. नहीं, fifth question में बोल रहे थे. Okay, we'll check that. So this is yet another very super simple question which will give us 3 points. I mean, for the ones who are doing it all correct. A is the correct answer for this question. No need of any explanation here. Now we'll go to question number. Why have you sent me a clock, Riya? You mean 2 बज गए? 2:15 हो गए. Oh, you got 2. That's why 2 o'clock. Just like Ankit is doing this and this. Ankit 3 कहाँ से लाओगे? 3 वाला कोई symbol है क्या? If the next one gets right. Question number 4. Which one of the following is not an argument? See, trust me, this is the only question which requires few brain cells of yours, otherwise बाकी सारे तो easy हैं. Which one of the following is not an argument made in favor of the abusers involved in the Greater Noida incident? Okay, now please try and understand that यहाँ पर we are talking about Africans. Wow, बताओगे? अच्छा अंकित, ठीक है. B, Avinash B, Aman B, Shaindeep B, Amritesh B. Okay, Jaideep C, Ashutosh, Riya B, Setu B. Okay, Ajay B. Okay, I'll tell you something, a personal thing. Okay, the first moment I read this, मुझको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. I did not understand anything. Imagine, okay, imagine this is a situation. Tejaswini D. Okay, imagine this is a situation. मैंने पढ़ा, मुझको समझ में नहीं आया. But I understood, which is not a argument. In simple logical reasoning terms, can I call it as a odd one out question? Yes. Oh, that is 3. Okay, Setu. So odd one out question बोल सकती हूँ इसको. Now, even if you do not understand the meaning of the question, sometimes you can apply your odd one out skills over here. ध्यान से देखना. ड्रग अब्यूज के बारे में हमने बात की है. लाउड म्यूजिक के बारे में हमने बात की है. सर्टेन इवल्स इन द सोसाइटी के बारे में हमने बात की है. गो बैक एंड चेक योर आरसी नोट्स 1, 2, 3. Now the only option about which we have not had a discussion is option B. Africans disregard the local culture of the Indians while living in India is never been mentioned in the passage, and that gives me the right answer. So 3 for you people. Okay. What was that, Riya? Why this? Okay, fine then. So those who gave the answer as B, that's the right answer. Very good. Let's move to the 5th question quickly. Why would China and Pakistan? Okay, just a halt before we go to the next question. Imagine कि अभी तक आप लोगों ने 4 क्वेश्चंस में से बहुत लोगों ने 4 आउट ऑफ 4 सिक्योर कर लिया, बहुत लोगों ने 3 आउट ऑफ 4 सिक्योर कर लिया. कितना प्रॉफिटेबल क्वेश्चन है ये. Isn't it the one which you should surely pick in the examination? So इन सेशंस में ना हम लोग 50% ये सीखेंगे कि पहले 5 मिनट्स में डिस्कस कर लेते हैं कि इस पैसेज को उठाना है कि नहीं उठाना है. ओके, बिकॉज दिस इज अ स्किल, this is a decision making skill which is automatically checked in this examination. Okay, आपको क्या लगता है कि जो लोग 100 परसेंटाइल ले आते हैं वो लोग सारे थोड़ी सही कर देते हैं. उनकी डिसीजन मेकिंग अच्छी होती है कि वो उन क्वेश्चंस को उठाते हैं जिनमें they know less efforts are required. Okay, Fine. Now, why would China and Pakistan be happy to see the growing distance between India and Africa? So many people saying it's D. Ankit says it's A. Aman, Tejaswini, and Jaideep D. Riya D. सोच लो. This is also a pure fact based question. Inference है ही नहीं कुछ इसमें. हटाओ. ये पूरा का पूरा पैसेज ही fact based था. Wow. Aman, Riya G D. Ajay B. Setu D. Amritesh A. तेजस्विनी चेंजिंग द आंसर टू बी. अविनाश डी. देखो मैं ट्रिक भी कर सकती हूँ, बाद में ये मत बोलना कि आपने बोला था कि सोच लो. मैं थोड़ी होंगी एग्जाम में बगल में ये सब बोलने के लिए. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू डाइवर्ट यू, जस्ट लाइक योर सेकेंड माइंड, यू नो, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड डज. लाइक आपको बार बार दिमाग में आता है बी लग कर लूं या डी कर लूं, बी कर लूं या डी कर लूं. ओके, तो वो सोच लो. फाइन, एंड आंसर फाइनल कर लो. So no one is saying, see, Africa will soon leave behind other nations in economic progress. So this is the reason why China and Pakistan would be happy to see India and Africa growing distance. No. Africa will become one of the greatest nations in 21st century. That's mentioned in the passage. That's mentioned in the passage. इमेजिन कर लेंगे कि मैम साइड में है. ओके अनु. ऑप्शन ए, अफ्रीका इज प्रोग्रेसिंग एंड इंडिया कैन बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान आर हैप्पी टू सी द ग्रोइंग डिस्टेंस बिटवीन इंडिया एंड Africa. Keep asking yourself like this. Come to the fourth one. Pakistan and China have some political benefit to gain from this event. Okay, now here we'll apply NPA again. Why? Because A is almost correct, B is almost correct, D is also almost correct. तीनों करेक्ट है. क्यों? क्योंकि पैसेज में इन दोनों के बारे में लिखा हुआ है. डायरेक्टली पैसेज में इन दोनों के बारे में लिखा हुआ है. करेक्ट. Now it comes to nearest perfect answer and comes to decision making. अब आपको ये डिसाइड करना है कि सामने वाला आपसे पूछ क्या रहा है. आपसे वो रीजन पूछ रहा है किस चीज का. वाई इन चाइना एंड पाकिस्तान विल बी हैप्पी. अब कोई भी अगर हैप्पी होगा तो वो दो रीजन से हैप्पी हो सकता है. एक, दूसरे के हार्म से. सेकेंड, बाय आवर ओन पर्सनल बेनिफिट्स. ओके, नाउ इफ यू रीड ए एंड बी, India is benefiting and Africa is turning into a greatest nation. दूसरे का हार्म नहीं है इसमें. मतलब डायरेक्ट हार्म नहीं है, इनडायरेक्ट हार्म है. बट इफ आई कम टू ऑप्शन डी, इसमें इंडिया, इसमें पाकिस्तान एंड चाइना का डायरेक्ट गेन है, तो उसका हैप्पी होना जायज है. फ्रॉम द इवेंट ऑफ ग्रोइंग डिस्टेंस बिटवीन इंडिया एंड अफ्रीका, देयर इज अ श्योर शॉट बेनिफिट टू इंडिया, नॉट इंडिया, पाकिस्तान एंड चाइना, एंड दैट इज द nearest perfect answer for us. The bigger reason why in Pakistan and China will be happy. Okay, so यहाँ से ये learning है. These things will never be taught to you anywhere. कि like this is somewhere around trying to understand कि आपको इस ऑप्शन को क्यों सिलेक्ट करना है. मेरा मन करेगा ना, मैं स्निपेट को काट के एज अ वीडियो डाल दूंगी सेपरेटली, क्योंकि ये सही में बहुत अच्छी चीज है. यू पीपल नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस फ्रॉम द आरसी प्रैक्टिस विच यू पीपल आर डूइंग. हर एक क्वेश्चन खुद में यूनिक है और उसको आंसर करने का वे भी यूनिक है. फाइन. अच्छा, क्लियर नाउ. वेरी गुड अजय. क्या याद आ गया अविनाश? ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर ओवर हियर. ओ, वो दुख इस बात का नहीं था कि मैं फेल हुआ, वो लाइन. दुख इस बात का था कि हमारा फ्रेंड टॉप कर गया. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. नाउ मूविंग टू, yes Avinash, moving to question number 6, last question for the day. Which of the following is the main point of the author is trying to make in the passage? Please tell me your answers. Jaldi. Oh, Aman B. Ankit D. Yes, yes, Jaideep. Main point means central theme or idea, main idea. The entire passage is revolving around what? Ajay A, Ashutosh C, Avinash B. Chalo, we have got A, B, C, D. Wow. I was just waiting for one such question जिसमें मुझे सारे के सारे 4 options मिल जाए. Ria B, Jackie A. Okay. Amritesh B. Acts of racism in India and Africa are not in line with the shared history and goals of the two nations. Acts of racism in India is never been discussed. So Ajay and Jaideep, acts of racism in India is out of scope. Ankit changed it to B. Tejaswini B. Setu C. D. D कौन था? कौन था D? Stop retracting your messages, Ankit. G is B. Okay. So no one with a D. India needs to learn to respect people and not to blame. What is this? Not needed. Out of the scope. चलो चलो ठीक है. Now B and C decision. Many Indians do not understand and respect the ties they have existed between India and Africa. That's the main point. Are you even getting confused in this? I didn't even read option B. India, why am I continuously saying India? China and Pakistan trying to benefit from the greater distance between India and Africa is just one paragraph, just one line in one paragraph. How can you call it as the main idea? A few facts of racism by unthinking individuals should not be taken as to represent the way Africa is viewed by India. ये हमारा आंसर है. Why? चलो एकदम बेसिक से बताती हूँ स्टार्टिंग से. Few facts of racism by unthinking individuals should not be taken to represent the way Africa is viewed by India. That means हमने all throughout the passage ये discuss किया है कि कैसे कितने सारे मिसपरसेप्शंस क्रिएट हुए अफ्रीका और इंडिया के बीच में. अफ्रीकन्स के साथ जो ग्रेटर नोएडा में हुआ वो इंसिडेंट, अफ्रीका में जो इंडियंस के साथ हुआ बाय द डिक्टेटर, इन सब चीज़ों की वजह से हमें ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि कभी किसी ज़माने में इंडिया एंड अफ्रीका हैड अ सिम्बायोटिक एंड वेरी क्लोज रिलेशनशिप. ये हो गई परफेक्ट थीम, सेंट्रल थीम, मेन आइडिया ऑफ द पैसेज. चाइना एंड पाकिस्तान का बेनिफिट करना was just a small minor narrow part. Exactly. Yes, Ajay, this is a actual passage from a editorial only. Okay. Okay, fine. So the final scores, please. Jaideep 6, 3 out of 6. That's a good one, Jackie. It's okay. चलता है. Fine. अमन 5, अमृतेश 4. शुरू बहुत अच्छा किया था अमृतेश. लास्ट के 2 क्वेश्चंस आई थिंक गलत हो गए. दैट में भी GDPI वैट होता है क्या मैम? ऑफ कोर्स होता है, फुल्ली होता है. एंड अविनाश 4. ओके. आशुतोष 3. सेतु, अरे सेतु व्हाट इज दिस? क्यों कंफ्यूज कर रहे हो? 5 आउट ऑफ 6. ओके. मैम DILR और क्वांट्स की क्लास कब होगी शुरू? क्वांट्स DILR दोनों चालू हो चुके हैं. क्वांट्स में हमने PNC कर लिया. नेक्स्ट हम प्रोबेबिलिटी पे उतरेंगे. जयदीप लाइव सेशंस ऑलरेडी हैं, आप उनको दौड़ा दौड़ा के देख सकते हो. ओके. एंड उसमें थोड़ा बहुत नंबर सिस्टम भी इंक्लूड किया था. ऑल राइट, फर्स्ट ऑप्शन थोड़ा क्लियर. ओके, fine, Ajay. All right, so the last question of the day, how was the session? And we will not meet tomorrow because I'm going, there are lots of work now na, admission procedure बहुत लंबा चौड़ा है उनका, तो I will have to go there and I'll have to check few things there. तो कल मैं अवेलेबल नहीं हो पाऊंगी, but I'll surely be there on Wednesday. Okay, मैं सोच रही थी कि दूसरे टाइम आ जाती, but then फिर थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम ही हो जाता, क्यों टाइम चेंज करना. So better है we'll be having it on Wednesday. Okay, thank you so much. यस रिया, मिक्स क्लासेस होती हैं, सब कुछ मिला जुला कर पढ़ना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर आप सब कुछ मिला जुला कर पढ़ोगे तो आपको सब कुछ मिला जुला कर याद रहेगा और आप उसे मिला जुला कर आउटपुट एग्जाम में दे पाओगे। तो कभी ये मत सोचना कि मैं इस मंथ सिर्फ क्वांट्स करूंगा, इस मंथ सिर्फ DILR करूंगा, बिल्कुल नहीं, दैट्स द रॉन्ग वे। आई एग्री दैट सबका प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी अलग होता है, but I can surely call this the wrong way. Okay. Thank you so much everyone for your lovely comments. I'll see you all on Wednesday now. Okay. Most probably we'll be having a quant or a DILR session only. And that's all for the day. Exams में भी marks मिला जुला के आएंगे. Yes, Setu. Okay, thank you so much for joining today. यो मिल जाएगी, वही लेने जा रही हूँ. Okay, fine then. Bye bye everyone. Take care. See you on Wednesday. Bye bye. Thank you.